keep in mind, no foundation means it's a shit show. And it was a shit show. Hello beautiful individual, thank you so much for being here today. You are absolutely welcome here. If you are a new subscriber, this is your special welcome, because let me just let you know that I only attract the best of the best. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your presence. So as you read from today's title, we are speaking about a time I wasn't a good friend to myself. This is a part of the relationship series, and I'm so excited to jump right into the video. I've written down some questions, so without further ado, let's get into the video. So my first question is, what was my experience like not being a good friend to myself? Honestly, shitty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about my experience based on the relationships in my life. The time I was not being a good friend to myself, I had no foundation. So I didn't know how to respect myself, I didn't know how to value myself, I didn't know what I will and will not accept, and how to set boundaries or articulate things that are not okay with me. So keep in mind, no foundation means it's a shit show. And it was a shit show and didn't feel good. My experience led to disrespect, being ill-treated, being put in situations that felt uncomfortable, and just a lot of unhealthy, toxic behavior that I played a role in, that I allowed other people to do to me, how they spoke to me. It was just yeah, it was just a whole shit show. And I'm sharing that with the intention of just letting you guys know that to get to a healthy stage, we also can acknowledge the challenges and situations that we were placed in to get there, you know, and that is why I'm sharing my experience. So let's move on to the next question. My next question is, what did I learn? Before I answer that, I'm just going to be real with you and let you know that I didn't go from that unhealthy relationship of not being a good friend to myself to just jumping to being a good friend to myself. In between that, I had to go through an unhealthy cycle of that behavior for me to get to this point. And to be honest, not everyone's journey is like that. Sometimes people learn from their experiences the first time around, and that's amazing. Okay, so the first thing that I learned was that how I was feeling did not feel good. So me just acknowledging, like, okay, this feeling that I'm feeling right now is not amazing, and I don't like the way it feels to be disrespected, to be just, you know, all those lower vibrational energies. I learned that if I desired to move forward, I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive the people that hurt me as well, but I had to forgive myself. Like, those two things were very important. I had to forgive myself for allowing people to treat me like that. I had to forgive myself for allowing people back into my life after them treating me like that. I had to forgive myself for staying in situations that felt uncomfortable, you know, because a part of me being a good friend to me meant I had to look at my wrongdoings, and I had to look at things that I was accepting that was not okay with me. And it's kind of like I had to just sit with myself and just be real. So what I learned is that I had to acknowledge the experience that I was placing myself into. I had to forgive myself, and then I had to decide moving forward how it is that I am going to be introducing myself to the world, and what I will be accepting from people, and how do I give that energy and bring that energy to myself first, so that I could be that for me and then teach people what I will and will not accept, like stuff like that. Okay, let's move on to the next question. Next question is, what am I grateful for? And I love this question because it's so in line with this. I am grateful for all my experiences that made me experience every emotion that it did bring up, because it needed to be brought up. It needed for me to face it. And so I'm forever grateful for learning those lessons and being able to sit here today. I'm grateful to be able to sit here and share those challenges and share the lessons gained from those challenges, and all glory to God for that. And I'm grateful to be able to be a vessel of light to whoever I come into contact with. Let's move on to the next question. 3 things that would be nice. Okay, so basically I use the method of it would be nice to manifest. So I start off with it would be nice, and then whatever I desire to manifest, I put it after. So 3 things that would be nice. 1, it would be nice to reach somebody who needed to hear this message, who maybe wasn't a good friend to themselves or isn't a good friend to themselves at this point, and is looking for tools to kind of move through the motions of becoming a better friend to themselves. It would be nice. It would be nice to it would be nice to just continue having a productive day, to just enjoy the rest of my day, and just to stay inspired, stay grateful. And the third one is, it would be nice for all the new viewers that's here today to subscribe and leave your thoughts for me in the comments. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to my thoughts and my experience. I appreciate you listening, and yeah, until my next video, stay tuned. Guys, the relationship series is moving and flowing, and I'm so happy with where we are right now, and I'm so excited for the next video. So stay tuned, and I'm sending you so much of love and positive vibes.